YouTube. Today we're going to be trying out more of the Sniper Kingdra team and the Stockpile Belgium Snorlax. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And if you want to check out more details of the team, you can always check it out with the paste bin available in the description down below. Sniper Kingdra is one of my favorites. The Stockpile Belgium Snorlax set is a pretty strong infamous set back in 2017. We'll see if it actually has some usages here, but let's get started and play some games. All right, we have Togekiss, Kangaskhan, Umbreon, Hitmontop, Entei, and Azumarill. So some pretty heavy setup with their belly drum Azumarill, which actually isn't so hot for me right here. So this is going to be an extremely tough one, actually. I don't even know if I really can beat this, but we will try and see how it goes. I am liking the Raikou. Raikou doesn't get flinched by inner focus, and I think that's a pretty huge step right here. So I do kind of want to go with the Raikou right here. And then what do I want to go afterward? I kind of want to go maybe Togekiss. Togekiss doesn't seem too bad. I like the Togekiss lead here potentially. Hitmontop doesn't seem too bad with the fake out pressure as well. I really do like that Togekiss option though. I think the Togekiss is super solid because of the fact that I do have, well, I have Air Slash, which isn't amazing, but it should be okay here. And then in the back, I don't think this is a rain matchup. It's just really hard to set up. So I think I'm going to go like Snorlax and Hitmontop in the back. And I think that's like my best option for this game one, because this just seems really tough to set up. Follow me with Azumarill. Seems really difficult, but we'll see. Kangaskhan and Umbreon leads. Okay, that's a very interesting pick here, but I do not mind that. We will lead our Raikou and Togekiss right here. And I'm not really that scared of the Umbreon. It really can't do that much. Probably has the inner focus too. But yeah, again, maybe it can yawn, I guess, and that will get a little bit annoying throughout the entire game. But right here, I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't go for a Reflect here and a yawn into the Kangaskhan slot. They're probably going to fake out the Kiss. If they don't, I mean, if they're going to fake out Kiss, it's better to go Hitmontop, I guess. Yeah, it'd be better to go Hitmontop because I'm assuming that this is probably going to be one of those last resort Kangs, so this shouldn't be that big of a problem. I wonder where the Yawn's going to go out. I wonder if it's in the Raikou or if it's going to be in the Kiss. We'll find out, I guess, because the Hitmontop switch might not be ideal here, potentially, but we'll find out. I'm going to get the Reflect up now if I can. We're going to see the fake out into the Hitmontop. That does so much damage, jeez. Kangaskhan does go pretty insane. We're going to see the Yawn come out into the Raikou slot. Okay, that's fine. So that's not a terrible turn, I think, for me. I can just switch out my Raikou here, go out into my Togekiss right here. And afterward, I kind of just want to throw off a close combat, I think, into the Kangaskhan slot. Because the last resort is threatening a lot of damage right here. So I do really want pressure on the Kangaskhan right now. So with the Reflect Up, I think I should be able to live with a Hitmontop. And I should take it pretty well with Togekiss if they decide to go for it. Yeah, the Reflect here is really nice here. Unfortunately, I missed my berry by like a very sliver here as I am able to get the knock on a Kang. Beautiful. So I am able to get the knock on Kang. That's pretty good for me. But still not an ideal position because the next turn Azumarill might be able to come in for free and click belly drum. Yawn gonna go up, come out into the Hitmontop slot is completely okay here. So I don't really mind this position. I think I'm just gonna switch out Hitmontop, probably go out into my Raikou here, and then we're gonna see. Oh, Hitmontop comes out, really? Okay, I'm surprised Hitmontop comes out. Wait, that's Technician Hitmontop. It doesn't have Protect. I mean, it doesn't have Intimidate. All right, I'm going to swap here. I'm going to switch out my Hitmontop. I'm going to go out into my Snorlax. You might be thinking, why Snorlax here? But I don't really want my Hitmontop to go down. I think the close combat's still really nice here. Snorlax pretty much the most expendable member here, so I think this is fine. I will protect Togekiss because this could be fake out into a Yawn, and I think that would be pretty devastating here. Fake out going to come out in a Togekiss, yep. And a Yawn? Yeah, Yawn. Hitmontop doesn't get triple axle in this gen, right? Because I don't think or not in this gen, in this game, because I'm pretty sure triple axle is not a move. Is it a move in this game? I actually can't remember if triple axle is a move in this game because I don't think Weavile gets it, and I feel like if Weavile doesn't get it, then Hitmontop doesn't get it. That's what I'm feeling here. So I might just be free to go for an Air Slash into Hitmontop and maybe go out of my own Hitmontop is probably like the safest play. I think I like that. I like having the Intimidate. We're going to see the swap from Hitmontop, which is fine. It's just, oh, Togekiss. They didn't bring Azumarill. Okay, I'm actually really interested in why they didn't bring Azumarill. Maybe they thought, oh, maybe the Raikou is discharged. I don't really want to handle it. So that could be amazing for me. I mean, I'll definitely take it. A free air slash into their Togekiss. That's some pretty good chip. Inner focus on the Umbreon. Air slash going to come out. This should do some okay damage. Not amazing, but yeah, still okay. And Yawn going to come out into the Togekiss slot, which is fine. Okay. I think I'm going to go Raikou here. Raikou seems pretty solid for the most part. I mean, just going to go for a fake out, I think, into the Togekiss slot. And then I'll start throwing off some T-Bolts. Of course, yeah, I mean, I don't think the Umbreon really has much pressure other than Yawn. And I don't know which slot they're going to target. But really, like, I don't think I mind this at all. The Raikou is in a really solid position to throw off T-Bolts right here into that Togekiss slot for free. Assuming it's not Yawn to that slot, perfect. It's Yawn into the Hitmontop slot, which is ideal. So I'll just go hard into Togekiss, or I could go hard into Lax. Both kind of work here. I kind of like the idea of going hard into Lax because of the fact that I can throw off like a stockpile. And that means my opponent would have a really tough time of KOing me. And I like having Togekiss as a switch for Raikou, I think. So we'll bring out the Snorlax right here. A Togekiss is going to protect, which is fine. I'm assuming this is a Yawn strat. So let's see. Thunderbolt into the protect. Yawn does come out. Okay. I'm going to try to take the knockout, I think, into the Kiss right here. The sleep could be annoying, but I mean, this might be the turn my opponent goes aggressive. And if it is, getting rid of that Kiss would be absolutely huge here, I think, because it would trap into Hitmontop under Intimidate. So I'm going to double up with Facade and Thunderbolt right here. And I'm going to try to knock out the Togekiss. That way my Hitmontop can come in and be really strong, in a really strong position right here. As I don't think the Raikou, like, falling asleep isn't even that bad for me, realistically. Like, I don't think it's that bad for me at all. But we're going to see them preserve the Togekiss, which is smart by here. But I mean, damage in the Hitmontop is like their best way to handle my Snorlax. So this also could be a mistake from them. T-Bolt into the Hitmontop does so much damage because it's a critical hit. Okay. Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry Technician is not really something I'm really like. I'm just wondering why. We're going to see Foul Play come out into the Snorlax. Okay. Maybe in case of Belly Drum, I guess, but that's fine. Facade going to come out into the Hitmontop slot. Pretty solid damage overall. I don't really mind that. Okay. This is a pretty free Togekiss switch, and I think just try to wake up and get one turn of T-Bolt off. I think that's pretty much the best play that I can do with the Raikou. Just take these sleep turns. It didn't exactly work out, but I mean, that damage in the Hitmontop, finding out the item, I don't think this is a bad trade-off. Like, I'm still looking pretty solid for this game one right here. And they start going for Yawn stuff and catching my switches, then it could be a little bit annoying. Like, if they go for, like, I don't know what Hitmontop could have. Stone Edge, I guess, in this position. And Stone Edge to Hitmontop. Okay, they just fake out, which is fine. Yeah. Okay. Surprised it wasn't just like a close combat, but that works out for me. Yawn does come out into the Kiss slot. That's fine. And I think I'm going to go hard into Reflect Wears Off finally, but yeah, I'm just going to go throw off a T-Bolt here into the Hitmontop. I'm actually surprised Foul Play did that much to Lax with the Reflect up. Okay. Hitmontop is my play here. Don't see why I wouldn't go in a Hitmontop in this position. I get intimidated in their Hitmontop potentially. If Togekiss wants to switch in, they do risk the T-Bolt from my Raikou. And Raikou's pretty well protected. It can just throw off Thunderbolts pretty much freely right here. So yeah, they're still not in the most amazing position. I think they are probably going to adjust into the Azumarill game 2. And that's where I'm a little bit concerned about, because the Azumarill game 2 could be really scary. But let's find out. They do risk the Hitmontop switching out into the Togekiss. Okay. So this is fine. If they go for Yawn, a little bit annoying. Raikou stays asleep. Unfortunate, but that's okay. And we're going to see Snarl. Okay. So I don't really mind that too much. I am able to heal up with my berry on my Hitmontop, and I do have fake out pressure this turn to try and wake up with the Raikou. And trying to wake up with the Raikou is pretty huge here. Wait, did I not get my berry back? Oh, I'm Lumberry. I thought it was Figgy Berry for some reason. I thought that was a Figgy Berry this entire time. Okay, that makes way more sense. I'm just gonna T-Bolt and I'm gonna fake out the... Do I want to fake out? I could go for close combat because like the Togekiss Protect could be really obvious here, but I don't see... I mean, I could Wide Guard here. If they attack, it's going to be Gleam probably, right? Yeah, I might as well just Wide Guard here. They attacked. Okay. I'm curious on what the move here is. Raikou stays asleep. Very unfortunate. Dazzling Gleam does come out. Okay, perfect. So Raikou is guaranteed to wake up the next turn and throw off a T-Bolt here. Foul Play going to come out into the Hitmontop. Does this pick up a knockout? It doesn't. Okay, perfect. So not a bad situation at all for me. I think I just go for a Thunderbolt right here and a... I want to say it's Helping Hand here. Or I could close combat, but I really like the Helping Hand on the Raikou slot. Picking up the knock on the Kiss would be amazing here, I think. What's my back again? Because I need to prepare for... Okay. Yeah, if it's like top back, I mean, I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't go for a Helping Hand T-Bolt right here into Kiss. And try to pick up that knockout if Raikou's guaranteed to wake up here. They have to yawn the Raikou slot for this to be a really bad position. And yeah, they don't protect here. They're going to go on the offense because of the -1 on Snarl. I do a fantastic amount to the Togekiss in this position. Dazzling Gleam, again, interesting. Okay. Pick up the knock on the Hitmontop. I wonder, is this going to be what I think it is? Is this going to be yawn? No, Snarl. I just revealed Wide Guard. I guess they read the mind game. I mean, that's fine. I really don't mind this position. I'm going to go hard Snorlax here. And I think I'm going to set up a stockpile on this because I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't set up stockpile. Or I could reflect here, but I'd rather just T-Bolt the Kiss and set up... Yeah, I'd rather stockpile. Or I could reflect and facade the Kiss, but I mean, I just don't see a reason why I wouldn't take the free stockpile here. Like, Kiss can protect, that's fine. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I guess the problem is, can I beat Umbreon? Because Umbreon could technically beat me in a stall war, but I think it's fine for the most part, especially with Belly Drum Lax, if I set up in the proper position. So we stockpile with Lax, so this is going to be really rough for them. I kind of want to... Actually, no, wait, no, I always retreat right here. I always go Togekiss here and just facade, yeah. Because they have to yawn the Lax now, and I'll take the KO on Kiss. If they go into Hitmontop, I think the Hitmontop goes on the facade. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Like, Snorlax is just really hard for them to beat at this rate. I'm pretty sure I could just win a 3v1 situation against Umbreon. I'm pretty sure. Even though I have, like, really bulky Pokemon right now, I think this is, like, the big part about, like, this Snorlax right here. The Snorlax with the stockpile can really just make it really hard to pick up a knockout on. Doesn't look like the scope lens from what I've seen, but let's see. Is there a crit? Oh, wait, they did crit the Lax, but we don't know anything. That's I think it's only 1 out of 4 crits we've seen so far. So it could just be random super luck. So Yawn does come out. Facade is going to come out into their Togekiss. Picks up the knockout. Beautiful. And yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't see reason. Wouldn't I just click... Hitmontop comes out. I don't know if Facade actually picks up the knockout at that range. I don't want them to close combat my Snorlax slot and I gain nothing from the turn, so I'm just going to go hard in a Raikou here. And yeah, I'm just going to go hard Raikou. Bullet Punch, I guess, could be a thing on Hitmontop, but since it's Citrus Berry, not like something like Expert Belt at the very least, I don't think this is going to do enough damage to Togekiss. I just think this game's been a lot about this bulk war, really, because I haven't had a really good way to touch their Umbreon because I don't have Dazzling Gleam and I didn't bring my Kingdra. Kingdra would have been great here for the offense with the focus energy, but yeah. We're gonna see Fake Out in a Kiss. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Snarl? Yeah, that's fine. I'm kind of curious on this upcoming position, but I just don't see a reason why I want to reflect here and protect, because if this is Bullet Punch, I want to reflect up, I'm pretty sure. Have we seen the Hitmontop moveset? I actually am not 100% sure we have, but yeah, I think I just reflect here and protect the Kiss. I think it's super safe. I don't think they can knock out the Raikou, if I'm not mistaken. Getting reflect up for the rest of the game is pretty huge for Lax. But yeah, we'll get a reflect up. I wonder who's faster between the Kiss and the Hitmontop. It should be my... I'm pretty sure it's the Kiss. We just saw the Umbreon move first before the Hitmontop. That means... Wait... that's probably a fast Umbreon or a slow Hitmontop or some kind of form of that. It went for the close combat to Raikou. Okay. I am able to survive. All right. I do want to keep Raikou around. So I am going to go for an Air Slash and a Hitmontop. Just don't miss. Just don't miss a Hitmontop. I am risking one miss here, I think. But please, if we can hit the Hitmontop, we do pick up the knockout. And then the Umbreon is in so much trouble because it just can't do anything to the rest of my team. I could also like Belly Drum. What could I do? I could Belly Drum Follow Me, I guess. That would be something that could allow me to knock out the Umbreon. They faint. Okay, perfect. I have 2 chances to hit the Air Slash. I do hit this first one, so that's really good. Yeah, goodbye Umbreon. Now, the question is, what did the Umbreon decide to go for here? It's going to be the Yawn into Kiss. Okay, so I can't go for the Belly Drum strat here. I'm just going to get some damage off then. And yeah, I mean, we have been playing for a little bit. I think there's still a 20-minute timer here, so we'll be hitting it soon, I think. I'm going to yawn, actually, their Umbreon and Stockpile. I just don't see why I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Just a simple yawn into the Umbreon to stall out some turns. We're probably going to play this timer war, and that's kind of what the Snorlax kind of does, but overall should be pretty efficient for the most part. Actually, I could belly drum up this turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could belly drum. Okay. So I stockpile here. Oh, do I want to belly drum? That's the question. I kind of don't want to belly drum just yet. I know I could probably end this right here, but I just don't think it's really worth it to. So I'm gonna just try to wake up. I want to find a position where I'm just safe to belly drum very safely. And yes, I could belly drum here because Umbreon's faster than Snorlax. They go for the attack, then they fall asleep. But the problem is, I don't know how much a +6 facade does. I'm pretty sure it's not going to do enough damage. And then, like, if I lose the Snorlax damage, I'm not going to be able to do much to their side. So that's a big problem, I think. So let's bring out the stockpiles here in hope for maybe a setup later in the game where I can set up the belly drum at like 75%, I think. And have Kiss awake. I'm actually going to go hard Raikou because I want to reset the Snarls. And also, like, waking up with the Kiss doesn't do anything for me. Like, it doesn't accomplish anything. So I'm going to go for I guess another stockpile is just fine. I was thinking of going for Facade for Chip. But I mean, I think at this point, the end of the game is just going to be me trying to deal damage to the Umbreon or finding that position. And if I don't find it, I'm just going to go for the timer win because I'm like very confident that I just win on the timer war right here because they just don't really have much right here to deal damage. Like, even if they start critting, they're not doing nearly enough damage to me. So I'm going to swap out back into Kiss because I'll have the Pokemon advantage still. I'm gonna just try to take some turns with Snorlax, get some Facade. I want to catch the Umbreon maybe at like, if it's, have we seen leftovers? I don't remember if I ever went for damage against Umbreon. If it's leftovers, that's really annoying. But if I can, I would like to put this Pokemon into range of like maybe 70%-ish for a belly drum Facade to maybe pick up the knockout then. I don't know. Umbreon's super bulky. And even +6 Snorlax, it's Facade. It's not like Return or something like Pass. So I really don't think it picks up the knockout. But we'll find out. Just gonna take the sleep turns here. They do wake up, which is fine. They go for a Snarl. Kiss avoiding helps. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, it's just not doing any damage. So I just try to wake up and get the yawn, I guess. I guess what I do here is I yawn and I belly drum, right? Yeah, I yawn and belly drum because I feel like if I wake up with both Pokemon here, I'm in a phenomenal spot to get the belly drum off. And then I could follow me Facade a couple of turns. All right. This might not be what I was hoping for. I'll play an Alax. Oh, this is like worst case scenario. Uh-oh. Reflect War off 2. Great. I think the Kiss is taking 3 turns of sleep though, if I'm not mistaken. So I should be able to go for like Facade twice and follow me. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was a bit of a risky gamble, but I think we're going to win at the end of the day. They're going to foul play here because they're forced to, yeah. I'm pretty sure Togekiss took the maximum turns. If not, I had to sack the Raikou there, and then I would have been in a terrible spot. So yeah, maybe my play was... Oh, I just knock out. Oh, it's a crit. Okay. We also, yeah, 3-minute timer. I didn't think it was that much. So yeah, we are able to pick up the win. That was a pretty long game, of course, but when you have like that stuff, if I had Gleam Kiss, the game would have been a lot quicker probably. If I had Super Luck too, but yeah, I didn't have that option. Unfortunately, we never saw the item on that specifically Umbreon. I didn't get to see if it's leftovers, and now we get a second game, and this looks really scary because again, the Azumarill looks super threatening. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. Again, this matchup looks pretty poor for me because I have like a Kingdra instead of like the common Ludicolo you would see here. So yeah, this is not exactly amazing. I'm gonna go Raikou and I think Hitmontop here. Yeah, I like the Raikou Hitmontop lead as it covers a lot, I'm pretty sure. And then I think I go Togekiss, and I think it's Lax again. I'm like pretty sure we go Lax here. Man, I kind of want to go to Rain Mode, but I just don't think the Rain Mode does anything here. Like, it doesn't accomplish much, so we'll see. If I think the Rain Mode's good in game 3, I'll go for it, but I can't really see it. I think Azuma's going to be too threatening. I'm on top of Azumarill. This is a pretty bad lead for them. I'm actually surprised they led this. Okay. I laid him on top plus my Raikou right here. I guess this is still like a mind game because they could always, you know, reposition, right? They could go for a Hitmontop switch in the Togekiss and Protect right here. So it's not exactly the easiest spot, but I guess we don't know whose Hitmontop is faster. I actually don't remember if we ever saw the speed tier. I could go for Helping Hand T-Bolt that bypasses that. I don't think I mind it too much either. Like if Azuma protects, I'm a little bit on the back end, but I think it's like okay. I think it's okay for the most part. I'm just worried if they like YOLO belly drum here, and I think that would be terrible for me. So yeah, I'd rather just go for Helping Hand T-Bolt right here. So they went for Fake Out into Hitmontop. Okay, perfect. Especially since my Raikou wasn't that offensive, they might have thought, okay, maybe they would have been able to safely belly drum. But oh, that's such a good turn for me. And yeah, that was super greedy. I think that this lead, like with the inner focus Raikou, I mean, I just don't see why I wouldn't lead Raikou in this game. They got heavily punished. Yeah, they got super heavily punished right here to bring out the Umbreon, but this game's looking really bad for them from this turn right here. I just start going for damage onto their Hitmontop slot, and I ignore the Umbreon like I did in the first game. Yeah, this is amazing. I got rid of one of their Pokemon super early, and that was their sweeper. Like, that's amazing for me. I also could probably start yawning with the Togekiss faster now, and I think that's like a pretty good idea. Oh wait, my Hitmontop was never intimidated, but I never want to take like so much excess damage. Like if they crit my Hitmontop, I think that'd be terrible for me. So yeah, I'd rather just go for a T-Bolt right here, get some decent damage in the top. Probably close comment to Raikou. No, it's in a Kiss. Okay, maybe it's Kang in the back. So did they just not bring Kiss? Maybe they didn't bring Kiss, which I'm kind of surprised about. Umbreon gonna go for a yawn into, okay, not really that much of a concern for me. I'm gonna go hard into my Hitmontop here, and I'm just gonna go for an Air Slash into their Hitmontop slot. Like, I get free damage on something in the back. I could yawn that slot, or I could yawn the Umbreon slot. Both kind of work out for me, but I'd rather just take the damage at this point, I think, for the most part. Like, it seems like a pretty solid position to get the damage off. It's like all they can do with the Umbreon is like spam yawn. Hitmontop's gonna retreat. Is this Kang? Entei. Okay. Oh, it's Psych Up Entei, I guess. Okay. So it's the Psych Up Entei. I completely forgot about that. Okay. It's something super similar to what I used earlier. Yawn gonna come out in a Kiss. That's fine. I have my Thick Fat Snorlax, which actually is pretty helpful here. I am gonna go for a close combat, I think, immediately into the Entei. I'd rather just get the damage off right here. I could Helping Hand. Oh, wait, no, I can't Helping Hand. I have Helping Hand on the top, not the Kiss. I think I just go Lax here. Lax is very expendable. Well, it's not expendable. I would still like Lax in the end game. If they Sacred Fire and burn my Lax, that's amazing for me because of the Facade burn power. But let's see here. Because Facade does ignore the burn attack drop and for the attack stat and the attack power. But yeah, we also get the double power. Yeah. Close combat going to come out on... They E-speeded for some reason. Interesting. I'm able to get a huge amount into the Entei. This is probably yawn into a slot right here into my Lax slot. Okay. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky, but I think for the most part, I should be super safe here. I'm going to swap out into my Raikou, I think, for the top, or... I just don't know where you're throwing out the Sacred Fire. I think it's in the top slot, but it could be the Lax, right? I think either way, just double swap here is like a pretty safe play for the most part. I mean, I really want top around because the close combat against Umbreon just makes it faster to beat the top, right? And the Intimidate's still really solid for their Hitmontop in the back. So yeah, this is a really good turn. I think they just forgot about how threatening Raikou was. I think because like I had the turns out with like Snorlax and Togekiss, they were like, oh wait, we can do something here. But no, their lead just wasn't it. I think Extreme Speed going to come out into the Togekiss. Are they banded? No, that's not banded damage. What are they on their Entei? Yawn here, and the Raikou is completely fine. I just hard swap here. I just Air Slash. I mean, They really can't do anything here. I'm just going to lax. If they protect, they have to yawn a slot. I just keep attacking, swapping. I mean, regardless, like at the end of the day, I'm catching these KOs. They're not getting much out of it. Yeah, but they can protect here. They can. So it's not banded. It has to be cycled, I imagine. Air slash. Or maybe they want to save Sacred Fire power points because they don't have much. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they could yawn the kiss, but Harden a Raikou here. And a Facade. Free damage on him on top as well is beautiful. So, and a knockout on Entei just makes it so much easier to win. Regardless, they're in such a bad position. And that's the thing, right? I think with the belly drum teams, you have to understand what you're facing, the risk you're taking, and set up for it if you have to. Like game 1, they didn't even bring it, which I'm still very surprised about at the end of the day. Burn, please. Burn. Burn? Nice. Get the Facade power off. Sweet. And I can't get yawn anymore, which is fantastic. So here comes a Facade into the Entei. That does pick up a knockout. Beautiful. And yeah, now this is pretty good. Like game 2, I think like, yeah, they didn't have to lead. If they wanted to go with like the setup, I think they go Azumarill Togekiss. If not, you slowly set it up, I think, with like Yawn Umbreon. But since they didn't do any of that, it just ended up being really bad for them. I'm going to Reflect in Facade, because they might be forced to close combat now. If they fake out the lax, that's completely fine. I get a free Reflect up at the end of the day. So yeah, they probably are going to just try to pick up the knockout. And I'm fine to play aggressive here because I think the combination of my Togekiss plus Hitmontop healthy wins. They get the crit actually. Okay, that's what they needed. That is what they needed. So unfortunately, every time I do this, the Snorlax, the Stockpile Snorlax, just always gets critted. This is why I don't like this move that much. It was used, I think, a bit in 17. I just really didn't like it back then. Okay, this is fine. We go hard Togekiss here. And I think we go Hitmontop here. I guess we could risk crit on that too. I don't think T-Bolt knocks out their Hitmontop though. So I just don't think it's really worth it. I'm just going to Air Slash go on the top because I get the Intimidate off. Assuming I don't get the 5% miss chance, I just win the game. They just don't have much. Like, this is not it if you're my opponent. It just didn't work out for you. I think they could have probably set it up with Umbreon. I would have brought like probably Umbreon. I also am very surprised this Technician him on top on this team because it's like fake out feint, close combat. But I don't think the Technician's better than Intimidate. If we like, I think for Intimidate, it's just better in general against like most attackers you want, like against Garchomp. I mean, it doesn't work on against some. We've seen the inner focus from their side. Kang doesn't work on what's it called? Mammal Swine. There's a few other inner focus mons, obviously Umbreon, but I think the Intimidate's way better, I think, than a Technician. Yeah, this is so much easier now. I got a close combat off. And I'm just going to click follow me. So if I'll play crit, can't even knock out my Hitmontop, and I just get 2 KOs with close combat. So yeah, there's nothing they can do about it. I mean, they could stall me out of close combats if like close combat did half only, but yeah, I did. Oh wait, no, it does do half. Yeah, critical hit. I was about to say the close combat did a lot. I was surprised. Okay. I'll play. They do go for the crit chance, but Togekiss is going to absorb it with the follow me. Now this game's over. I could have also went for Yawn. I mean, there were so many ways to win this game at this point. It was just like really hard. It is leftovers on Umbreon, but it's a bit too late for them. The leftovers is not going to save it. They took too much damage. Maybe if I didn't crit, but even then, like I think I close combat Air Slash would pick up a knockout regardless. So yeah, I think my opponent had the tools to win the game. I thought it was going to be a lot rougher, but I think that's like the thing about Belly Drum. You have to make sure you set it up properly, right? It's not just as easy as setting fake out and Belly Drum. In those kinds of games where I have like threats to your Azumarill, you have to realize your position. You have to set it up. You gotta have to follow me, at least since I didn't have any spread moves. They didn't know about it. I could understand the game 1 plan. The game 2, it kind of risked it, and I felt like it was a very unnecessary risk, and it just didn't work out well for them. And that is the show. Now, you know, Belly Drum Stockpile Snorlax. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. It's really hard to KO with Recycle, you know, assuming that you don't get crit, especially if you have screens as well, which I do. But when you crit through the screens of the stockpile, I guess like all that work just went to nothing, unfortunately, but it was a fun team still regardless. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. Let me know what you thought about the sets, because I really do enjoy Sniper Kingdra, and if you have missed that episode, make sure you check it out, because the last episode, Sniper Kingdra put in a ton of work. You could also check out the rest of my BDSP doubles content. You could go check out my awesome VGC Series 11 content, including the Den 18 that I used, which was really fun with entrainment. You could also check out my Series 12 tier list, and I'll be doing more official Series 12 on Sword and Shield when it comes out. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.